Alright guys, we are back with yet another floor mat video, although this time I'm actually pretty excited because these floor mats aren't just your standard floor mats that happen to be weather resistant and all that jazz. These actually cover up the entire footwell with your choice of color, whether it's red or black. I think that's the only two colors you have, but there's also different combinations. Some of them have black on the outside and then an internal floor mat that's like dotted with red and black all throughout it. I happen to opt for the one that was the most vibrant and kind of goes with my red interior. It's completely red covering up the footwells, but then we have black floor mats inside of it to use as floor mats, I guess. Now just to be clear, this isn't going to be an installation tutorial video because first of all, it's super hot out here. Even though I waited for it to be at night, it's very humid and I'm sweating already. I literally just got out here, so don't have time for all that. But also because there's already a very detailed and well-made tutorial video on the Amazon listing page, linked down below, made by the company, so you can go watch that and get a very good idea of how to do it. So with that being said, I'm going to try to get these things installed. So let's see what's inside the box. All right, this is a pretty heavy box and everything's just in one bag here. It didn't include the craft paper because these floor mats stick to the floor, so that way they don't move around, and once you stick them, it's hard to move them and get them into place, so you put this to make it slippery so you can slide them around. Makes sense. Got the floor mats here. Looks like the bottom is blue. Let's see what these actually look like. How red are these? Got little grommets here to lock them into place, and ooh, I don't even know if this is the front or the back. It does have a rubbery smell going on here that should subside after a few days. What am I looking at here? Oh, the floor mat is attached, so let's pop it off. It has little buttons. Okay, so this is the rear floor mat. Nice red color, I'm digging it. So you can see we have the red color with a diamond pattern. The bottom is a sticky blue material. And then the whole floor mat that goes inside that you're gonna take out of your car to spray down with a hose if it gets dirty is black with a red outline around it. So it's covering up a lot of the red. I did wish there was an option for red on red, although this might be good, especially considering that I have red seats and I don't want too much red, or do I? I'm not sure yet, we'll find out. Next up, we have the two front floor mats. Folded up. They might have some creases, but they will go away from this heat, obviously. But if you want to do a little bit faster, you can put a heat gun on it to get rid of them. But here we go. This is basically what it's going to look like on your floor. This is going to go up the center console side and basically cover up the entire floor. So that's going to be very nice. Really going to pop with this red color. So if you don't want something too flashy, there's the black version that's going to be out of sight, out of mind. Some Velcro there too. Okay, I didn't expect that. Buttons as well. Guess we can just take this off. Which one is this? Okay, this looks like it's gonna be for the driver's side. So we're gonna start off with this one. Wow, I didn't even start yet and I'm already dying. I'll update you guys when I get this stuff installed. Hopefully I can do it quickly because I can't be out here too long. So like I was saying, you're gonna put your craft paper down on the floor. That way you can slide the floor mats into place. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's get going. All right, so we're gonna slide in the red piece. And okay, I did confirm that this does stick to the carpet, so they were right on about that. Good thing they included the paper. Oh my gosh, this is kind of hard. It looked a lot easier in the video. It's sticking to everything, man. Okay. So this is gonna go up here. How is this? Okay, wait, we're supposed to get the crease here all the way on the edge. Something like this. How high does this go? Maybe like this? Is this right? Something like this? So it's gonna go here. Wait, what? This goes here. Wait, what? Yeah, I mean, this goes here. Then this is supposed to wrap around the seat, I thought. Oh, wait, it does. Wait, so what does this click onto? See, that installation video is gonna come in real handy because some of this stuff. Wait, why would it go on this side? It wouldn't, right? It's supposed to go on here. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Okay, so this. Something like this. All right, pretty much do what the video does, and you'll be in good shape. Although I did notice on this side, there's none of those clips, so I kind of just pushed this in here, kind of wedged it, I guess. And there is some carpet, so hopefully it'll stick to that. Because in the video, it has some of these plastic rivets on it, but that's not up there. Anyways, once you get this set up to this, you're gonna pull out the craft paper, and then, you know, get it finished up. This looks kind of dangerous. Alright, so something else that's different is in the video, this part wraps around here, but mine just goes like this on the side. So I like the other one better because it wraps around and covers more area. Well, I mean, this looks pretty cool though, not gonna lie, but the video one looks so much nicer. Alright, so far it's actually looking pretty nice. Nicer than I was expecting, even though it is different from the one in the video. But now we're gonna take a look at this. Some stuff, like, it's not as tight as I would like. But once this is on top, I guess it'll weigh it down a little bit. But for the most part, I got it. There are some loose areas. Although, I'm hoping by the pedals everything is secure. Like, it feels like it could be a little bit more down there. But everything should be good. Now we're gonna align these up with the buttons and I guess the Velcro on there, which isn't in the video, or is it? Maybe. But the dead pedal doesn't want to stick too well. There's a little bit of carpet at the top, but the whole side here, you know, it's like a rubber pad, so that's not going to work. But we'll line this up to the button and pop it in. Get each button. Okay, that part was easy. Okay, and then just fold this up to there. It's a little bent. Hopefully the sun will warp it straight, or eventually I could pull out a heat gun or whatever. But, you know, for now, that's really loose. I mean, it has a whole strip of Velcro, but this one's going the opposite direction. This part's kind of weird because we have a horizontal strip of Velcro going onto a vertical strip, and it doesn't really do much. Oh, man, that's going to be annoying. Hopefully it'll fix itself, but, like, look at it. It is what it is. I mean, overall, looking pretty nice, though. As you can see, we got the sides tucked underneath the trim. I mean, it's going to stay under there because it has the plastic. Got it tucked under over here. Got these buttoned down. I mean, for the most part, it looks pretty classy. Except for that. That looks bad. All right, so taking a look at the passenger side, same thing. They actually have a perfect cutout for this little circle. Well, it looks loose now. I mean, this is so complicated. For something that's supposed to be a perfect fit made for this, some things don't really work too well. Like, I can't get this to go down flat. This part, I think I gotta move it over a little bit more now. Okay, maybe now. Okay, that looks better. But this part I still can't do. When I pull this part up, then it messes up the rest of it. This side I got pretty good, although this could be a little bit higher. Come on, look at this. Okay, let's. Oh, I already put the sides in. Oh man, do I really have to take it out? No, but if I pull this in more, then this is gonna come out more. See, something's weird here, like the fitting. It's like ever so slightly off. I mean, it looks pretty nice. I don't like that though. I don't like that. We gotta get that a little. I want this a little tighter. Down. That was too low. This is a puzzle here. Okay, I want this part flat. And then get down and then tuck it away. But it's too low now. Is the other side too high? Oh man, this is a project and a half. Okay, let's peel this back up. Okay, I'm gonna start this side. I want to get this side perfectly aligned. This is the part I'm gonna be. Well, I guess I'm not gonna be seeing a passenger. I'm gonna be seeing this. see, so like this, just like so. Now I gotta hold that. Okay, I got this. No, it's still there. A little bit better, maybe. I don't know. I basically just redid the whole thing and it's back how it was. This is the main part that's bugging me. This is here. See, when you try to get it flush, then it's loose. Like, pull that up, but then it's gonna get stepped on anyways and come back down. Oh man, this part should be sticking more. It should be sticking right here. Okay, I give up. I just installed this thing for the 5th time. It's not getting any better. It just keeps getting worse. Like, no, this part's lower. And like, this is still there. I can't. I give up. I'm not doing anything else for this part. It's good enough, I guess. If this doesn't go away, I don't know. I might scrap the whole thing. But this also, like, what? Come on. How is that just hanging there? And then plus, if I hear this every time somebody steps into the car, I'm gonna lose my mind. I can't do this. Like, what is this? Do I have to glue this on here? Like, why isn't this going up there? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, we made it specifically for this car, so it looks like it fits perfectly, and then it doesn't in the stupidest spots ever. Oh my gosh. Well, that stay, it's like falling out. Why isn't it up here? Man. I don't know. I give up. I'm gonna put the floor mat in. Alright, maybe the floor mat will save the day. This is the easiest part. There. Oh, God. I mean, they said this could happen, so that's understandable. But what is that? And what is this? Why? I mean, it looks pretty nice, except for this part. Like, if you just look at like this, like literally right there, it looks terrible. Like, why? It's cut out and it's not even like, it doesn't even fit right. Come on. I hate the way this is looking. I honestly hate it. It reminds me of putting plastic wrap on your sofa. This is what it looks like. Man. I knew it wasn't going to be what I expected. Actually, it's exactly what I expected. Oh, come on now. Alright, so oddly enough, the back seat was extremely easy. Although still, if you take a look, it's not wrapping around the, what are they? The rails of the seat like in the video. I don't know what's going on here, what they're doing in the video, what they have, but that one looks way better. This one, it goes around it, but there was like straps that were literally wrapped around the front and the back of these rails. But, it actually does look pretty nice in the back. I'll give them that. It's just the front that's kind of weird. Wow, that's a lot of red though. Like, that's a lot of red. Okay, so now the last step. Which way's even the top? Yeah, this is the top. I'm gonna line this. There's only buttons on the back? Huh. There's 3 buttons on the back, none on the front. Just pop it on. Easy. Easy. Where the... Easy. Okay. A little less red. There we go. Oh, come on, man. I don't know. It looks kind of cheap. Those floor mats look cheap as hell. Can't believe it. Spent all this time doing it and the black part looks so cheap. I don't like it. It looks like some dollar store floor mats. If the dollar store had floor mats, which I guess they do, but they're not $1, but it still counts. Come on. Seriously, you can't tell me that looks nice. Like, I like the design of the diamond pattern red part, but this just looks tacky. Oh, man. I think I should have switched back to these things. Oh, come on. Okay, let's see what we got. Ugh, just tripping over floor mats. I don't like having their logo there, first of all. They don't deserve to have their logo broadcasted. Now, this looks like, if you just walk up, you're like, oh man, that looks nice. Then you start looking closer, you're like, huh, I don't know. Actually, this side actually looks pretty good for the most part. Not bad. The only that part that's not sticking right, well, I'll hit that with a heat gun or something. So this side actually looks pretty good. That side, let's run over to the other side and actually look. Oh my God, I'm tripping over boxes now. This took way too long. It shouldn't have taken this much time. You see this and you're like, oh, I see what you did. You just put this in here like an idiot. Let me move the seat back now. Oh, come on. Can't believe it. It had to have been about 2 hours. It's ridiculous. Like, come on. I mean, that looks kind of nice. Like, looking at it, that looks really nice. I still don't like the way the floor mat looks. I guess it is what it is. I guess because it has buttons. I mean, I could throw another one on top, but it would probably look stupid. That looks pretty nice. Let me go to the driver's side. This might, even though it's not perfect, it does look pretty nice. Okay, let me restore my seat back. Okay, let's move all my stuff out of the way. By the way, the instruction manual it came with is garbage. Watch the video. I mean, for the most part, it looks pretty nice. Obviously, I wish this part was covered too, since my seat's always all the way back. But, I mean, that looks kind of nice. Yeah. Like, if you just look at it, like, you're walking by, you're like, oh, wow, man, that looks awesome. You got custom carpets in here? And then you come and start inspecting it. You're like, oh, wait a minute. No, this is fake. This isn't real. But, I mean, it looks pretty good at first glance, and I guess that's all that matters. Come on. I mean, hopefully, I'm hoping this stuff stays on while I'm driving. It doesn't fall off and block the brake pedal or something. Because, I mean, it's kind of not really too reassuring. But, I mean, even though it's a ton of red, it actually kind of works. I want to say it's roughly the same shade of red. It's not noticeably different, if anything. So, I mean, this is pretty nice. Carbon fiber, you know, different designs. I mean, it's pretty good. Not as good as I was hoping, but about as good as I expected. You know what the best thing about this whole thing is? You can't even tell it's in the back. Come on. I spent all this time. You can barely tell anything's there. Let me go to the other side and take a look. Look, because see, that's why I didn't like having the black floor mat, because you can't really see it, especially in the back. Like over here, oh, cool. I mean, that floor mat still looks trash. But you're looking at it like, oh, there's nothing happening. I can't believe it. After all that, the back just looks like a black floor mat. So, I mean, after all is said and done, I'd probably give it like a 4 out of 10. Installation should have been easy. I mean, it was easy, but trying to get it perfect, especially the passenger side when it's impossible to get it perfect, took so much extra time, and I still didn't get it perfected. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's different from the video. It didn't wrap around the rails of the seat. But, you know, when somebody looks in your window or something, like at a drive-thru, like, oh, nice floors, man. I mean, that's what'll happen. But if someone comes inside and they start getting bored on a long drive and they start looking around, they're like, oh, this floor's kind of... Did you install this yourself from the dollar store? Oh my gosh. It should have been perfect. It should have been easy. But it took me a little over an hour. Granted, if I didn't reinstall the passenger side 6 times, it would have probably taken like 20 minutes. The back seat was easy. It took me 2 minutes. Just plop it down. It was the easiest thing in the entire world. The other ones, not so much. Man. I'm going to leave it in there for a few days and see if I like it. Hopefully the sun beats down on it and fixes it. And if not, I'll hit it with the heat gun. Hopefully it, I mean, I guess it's just going to fix the floor mat part that I don't even like. They need to make the floor mats look better. It just looks cheap to me. But if you guys want to pick one up for yourself, like, remember, this wasn't an installation video, but I gave you some information during installation that you can combine with the installation video of a slightly altered version of this same set on the Amazon page if you decide to pick this up. And let me know if maybe yours is perfect. Maybe mine was just cut wrong. Maybe something happened. I don't know. But it looks pretty cool. It just could have been better. and it's too hot for this nonsense.